I heard this line. That's when I started listening to music for real. When I heard Lauryn Hill say, "How you gonna win when you ain't right within?"
Yeah,
that stuck with me. Like that stuck with me, and I heard that around COVID. Like, cause I used to listen to music of the sound.
Yeah.
And when you becoming an artist, you have to understand like art. Like if I don't understand Picasso, man, this shit just like he just poured paint on the picture, man. What the fuck does this shit mean, man?
Yeah.
But he got a meaning and it's thoughtful. Like, and if you look how much they pay for his paintings.
Yeah.
Look how much they pay for me to come perform.
Right. That's right.
I've got art for sale.
Yep.
And it's meaningful. And matter of fact, before I even drop a song, I got a story. And I know it's gonna be presentable to y'all because we all come from a different way, but we all in the same walk of life, man.
Well, Mykko, it's awesome having you in the studio, man. Thanks for coming in.
It's a pleasure being here, bro. I appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes, sir. It's amazing. I didn't know this was gonna be the room look like this though. Like we're in another office, another place of the building.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, Neil and these guys, man, they did an awesome job.
Building it.
Doesn't it feel like, man, I should show you some pictures beforehand, but this, you wouldn't even believe what this room looked like, I promise you.
It was dope.
It looked terrible. It looked like the warehouse, but worse.
Huh?
It was a garage.
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah.
It's like, it's more like if I was to have a podcast, like if I was to start a podcast, like it'll look like this, like, you know,
Yeah.
it looks very professional.
There we go.
It's not your ordinary podcast.
Right.
Thanks, dude. Yeah.
Like it got to be something that you love to
Yeah.
come in and be like how I looked at, like, oh, I started grabbing stuff.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
if I have your favorite pair of tennis shoes, you know.
Did you saw them, didn't you? Hey.
Well, you're on Eric's set. He's got the most fun set in the studio.
So, and then y'all got the boy right there.
Oh, yeah, man.
Yeah.
Artists need to get that time. All artists. I'm sorry, I seen how y'all lounge. Let me straighten up. Artists,
comfortable.
Yeah, for sure. Artists should feel like home wherever they go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you considered yourself an artist? How long have you considered yourself an artist? You know, because I notice musicians, comedians, a lot of times they struggle getting to that word, and the earlier that they get to that word, it seems to be a little more beneficial. You know, comedians tend to not. You know, it used to be somebody call them an artist, it'd be like, "Oh, shut the fuck up."
Right.
But it's coming around now. When did you start considering yourself an artist?
Around COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So recently.
Recently.
Okay.
Because I always like I never understood the word artist.
Yeah.
I'm a rapper.
What changed it for you?
My business. I had to become because when COVID hit, it make you start understanding like, oh boy, you need some backup. You know,
yeah.
Like besides you being I would say, okay, cool. I'm in 2019, right? I'm gonna say that. I was calling myself a rapper. Like, I'm a rapper. I just do shows. Ooh. But after being a rapper with no business, it's like, oh, I'm just going to the studio and just rapping. I don't have no financial backing because I'm giving all my money to the engineer or the guy who owned the studio. Nothing is coming back because I'm not able to put the music out. I had to stop for a minute, understand myself, and then I had to understand the job that I'm in. First of all, I had to consider it as a job. It wasn't a job to me. Like, it wasn't a business to me. It wasn't, like we just talked about the 10-year mark. I said, why is the 10-year mark so important? And he, you know, it's like what did you say? Like,
it's, you know, the 10,000 hours, 100,000 hours, all that you put that in. It's just the experience. You're going to learn things 10 years in that you were incapable of learning when you had first started, you know?
So my 10-year mark was what month just passed? Oh, hold on. I'm sorry. November, October. What's come before?
September.
I'm
September 15th. I just hit my 11 years, September 15th.
I think it was September 21st.
Yeah.
It was September 21st? All right. And that's when I started really saying, like, But in between, we in 2019, it goes by. We in 2020, 2021. We passing the idea of knowing that it's COVID here. Go find you something to do. Go find you a business. Go, that's if, like I said, it's room. It's so much room if you want to stop. It's a lot of seats for that. But I didn't feel like I needed to stop then because I'm like, well, it's more to it. Like I gotta get a little bit past who I am. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to figure out like why when I go places, they don't know who I am. I'm like, I rap. My name is Mykko Montana. Like, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Besides saying like, hey, I do music. You know what I'm saying? I love fashion. I love, start telling them who I am as a person and then break it down to let them know like, okay, I am a business.
So was it a matter of finding the people to build a team around yourself, to free yourself up to chase the things that you love and not have to do the other shit? Is that what it was?
Correct. I think once everybody got personal once that hit because it was new to everybody. Like pandemic. That was I never been into like that was my real first like, whoa, wait a minute. Like, I can't do no more shows. I can't do. It was kind of weird to me. So I was like, it made me go back to who am I? Okay. Everybody started going on their business. Like I started losing homeboys. I started losing fake management. I started losing like everybody, it got personal for everybody. So of course it had to come back to me. All right. Who am I distributing my music with, and who am I sending my music to, and who I'm asking to upload my music?
Yeah.
I went, asked the guy, hey, how are you uploading my music? And is they charging you to upload my music? Like, I wanted to get in front of my business, you know what I'm saying, so I can know exactly what's going on. So once I started knowing what's going on in my career, I lost a friend. Because I felt like whatever he could do, I could do it honestly because it's my career. You know what I'm saying? And this is what I love to do, and I want to hurt myself. And I think the people that was around me, they didn't understand like I was trying to find myself. Like they were trying to find more money or try to find more avenues to say, well, let's upload this album. Mykko, like, hey, Mykko, I'm about to get ready to drop this this single. You know what I'm saying? I was at this club event, DJ was liking it. And me, I'm saying, yeah, come on, bro, because I'm tired of not knowing who I am. So there was a problem with me, like getting the people to know who I am. The music easy, making the music is easy, performing it is easy, but like getting the people like, and I gotta go back to this my old record, be like, yeah, I sing this song, I gotta bring up certain names, and so they just let me know back, like when I thought it let me know the titles of being a rapper and an artist and of being a human being and knowing what I'm doing day to day. Is you going to go work to a 9 to 5? No. How much hours are you spending when you wake up and say, hey, I'm an artist, I do music. I got 4 hours today in the studio. I got 2.5 hours doing choreography. Then after that, I'm going to probably like work on vocalists or whatever I'm doing. But it had to be presented to me like, boy, you have a job.
Yeah.
So then as I look at it like that, I'm like, yeah, because I'm putting hours and times in and somebody's paying me. You ain't paying, okay, cool. It's a business now. So once I understood that, then I said, okay, I am an artist that makes great music.
Yeah. I
can bring this to the table as an artist. Okay, you don't want an artist for me? Oh, I can be in a movie. You don't want to do that? So, because it's like all these great ideas of myself that I know that's are great characteristics of myself, like they become appetizers when you sit down with me. Like, oh, you might not like my music, but you'll like how I look. Oh, you don't like how I look? You might like my fashion. You're going to like something before we leave this.
Yeah.
Gonna like something.
Well, and just to add to that, I like your character.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I think there's a lot to that. My father was speaking offset earlier about your interaction with my brother and how much that meant to him and how you feel genuine. The experience with you feels genuine, right? And so I think when you're talking about what you bring to the table, that you being a unique individual and a genuine person, I think that adds something to that. And then you had talked about some of your morals and some of your compass, like some of the things you're trying to work with. This is all a process for all of us trying to, reinvent who we are and be a better version of ourselves.
Correct.
Get right mentally, get right physically, the whole thing, right?
Correct.
And when you talk about that, that's a self-realization that, hey man, I look at what I've done and I didn't know anything, right? And now you're from a point where you got your 10,000 hours in, right? Now you know something.
Yes.
And now you're going to take and reposition that so you can capitalize on it.
That's all.
Right. And then guess what? The reason you're an awesome guy.
Thank you.
Right. Just from what I know you. But what got me to meet with you was that I see value in you. Other people see value in you. You see value in yourself.
Yes, sir.
And together we can sell that to other people. Right.
Yes, sir.
And then meeting you, all those extras, like you said, the appetizer was just, I did like you as an artist.
Facts.
That's the appetizer that got me to the table. But then all these other things, I hadn't even got to the main course yet. I don't know enough about you to have experienced that.
Most definitely.
But like you said, the more of those appetizers you have, the more appealing you become. Is you're very versatile.
Facts. Thank you.
So that's just a little bit of time I've gotten to get to know you.
Thank you. And that's what I want, like, the people to know, bro. Like, like I don't want to I try not to get too in depth with like how pure I can be. But I feel like, man, being pure is like being honest.
Yeah.
And if you could take accountability with honesty within yourself, bro, you'll win. And then on top of accountability, that's a new word of trust. I feel like in my eyes, like accountability is like, yeah, I own it.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Well, honesty is really big in business too, and loyalty. And he and I have done $1 million deals with handshakes.
Yeah,
we don't do that with other people
many times.
Right.
We've also lost a lot of money doing that with other people. But
right.
But hold on, wait, because you heard this earlier. Mm-hmm. What happens when we lose money?
Just make more.
We make more. But the other side is that the deal in our building, the deal in our team, the deal with all of our people is you always got to find somebody that's willing to lose with you and win with you, because everybody wants to win with you. But where you figure out who your real people are is when you start to lose, are they willing to lose with you?
That's true.
And how long do they lose with you? How long are they going to stay shoulder to shoulder, back to back? Because you'll lose a lot of them.
Man,
sometimes you have to respawn.
That's right.
I'm talking about the text message go from Bud.
Yeah.
Man, I miss you. Where you been? You all right?
Yeah.
I'm on all your social networks. Like, because I feel like I don't have to have a reason to, like, I think I went through the stage of being vulnerable and upset.
Right.
I know a room I'm in. I know if I go to Walmart, I know why I'm in Walmart. And I know if I'm in Walmart and I have a lady with me in Walmart, how long this trip in Walmart about to be. I'm not finna get upset with her. I'm not finna scream and yell at her. I'm in Walmart.
Yep.
I'm at a podcast. I'm where I'm at.
Yeah.
So if I'm an artist, I'm gonna be that artist. If I'm gonna be that young man that's going to a man, I'm gonna be that. Like I'm not. I felt like they kind of held me back.
Right.
So imagine, you be like, oh man, remember they tell you about a terrible 2? Oh, give him to me. Let me see how terrible he is. Come here, you little 2-year-old. Oh man, you just ain't got no patience.
That's right.
Or you just ain't got no. It be something, and it's okay. That's why people be around in different positions to be able to, y'all take that headache for a minute. And it ain't even a headache. It's just like, I don't know how to deal with it at the moment, but you may know how to deal with it at the moment.
Yeah, well, life's hard. You know.
It definitely is. And once people understand, like, we are living in a place where, I can't take it with me. You can't take it with me.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the importance of finding who your team is and all of that, and surrounding yourself with the right people.
Yes.
Yeah.
So when you in 2020, when you started considering yourself more of an artist, have you noticed some differences career-wise, creatively, where you allowed yourself to be an artist? Is the music different? Are the performances different for you? Are you more free? Are you less
You just hit it on the head. You just hit it on the head. Like, I'm more free, bro. Because I'm not afraid. I was. And I know that's a sign of fear. But I had to get on the other side of that. Because I know, like, when you are able to, like, live and people don't think you can be able to, like, surpass certain situations. Like, I'm coming into a situation where I'm against major labels. I'm not signed. Like, I'm against major labels, major artists, big records, award-winning artists. Like, they got everything that I don't have. I will stand beside them like I'm Yao Ming.
So you're unsigned right now?
Well, at this moment,
It's not a bad thing.
Yeah. I'm not. We should be.
So you have, you got the power. They have the power of all the distribution and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But now it seems like, and Neil talks about this a good amount of time. Being an artist unsigned, decades ago would have been incredibly difficult. But now with the internet and social media, it seems to be
less gatekeepers.
Yeah, I think that's why I get them at. Because a lot of artists, they and there's no disrespect to them. It's like they management running it so much for them, they're not even in control of their desire or dream no more. Like,
right.
It's more of the money. It's
Yeah.
more of the ice. I ain't coming here with nothing. I got on dog tags just in case they take me on a boat ride. So and earrings or whatever. Like, that's what they into, and I'm thankful that I'm past material.
Well, another thing too about 2020 about COVID is when you have these big life altering situations you have to deal with. It's I always say big changes create big opportunities. They force you to step back and reevaluate things because you can get so caught up in the moment and what you're doing, and you're not paying attention to all the things around you. And then when you have to step back and look at the big picture, it can help you make better decisions. And if it helps you become more independent and helps you find yourself more and expand your art, your creativity, it was a benefit, Yeah,
it's, and then you'll really find out who for you.
That's right.
When you talk about you got the dog chains and not the dog tags and not the chains and all that. I noticed, maybe you guys can speak to this as well, but is that a change in culture? It seems that people are less flashy now than they were a while back. It seemed to be you had to show everything you owned, and now people seem to be dialing it down a little bit.
I don't know what's your experience. Mine, I still see it all the time.
Do you?
See, we're in the club.
Sure,
We're in the club business, right? Nightlife, et cetera. So we have to ask, just because certain markets, we have to ask people to hide their chains. It's not that we have a problem with their chain. It's just that it usually leads to somebody trying to snatch that chain and a big brawl to fight. So for us, from a safety perspective, we just ask people to tuck it in, right?
Please.
So I see it all the time. Unfortunately, it causes issues sometimes. But I don't know. I mean, what are you seeing? There is a new class of people that have got a new awakening. I'm seeing that are doing less.
Hey man,
like what you're saying, just.
Hey man, custom drip.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah. Take me to Goodwill, man. and you bring your hottest artist with the most jewelry, the biggest bankroll. Put them in the same room with me. It's just overall my. And I'm so thankful that I grew up in a single parent household, and I had help, and I had people that was around me that cared about me.
Yeah,
that's why I care about me, and that's why the world. That's why my life is treating me back the way I treat my life. Because, bro, I probably wear a jewelry. I'm not against it, but I'm more myself. Like, if I can just make like I have a plastic chain, bro. Somebody made. I think we was in a. I didn't mean to show my story now, but I had went to Atlanta streetwear market, and I came up in where my mom buys clothes from the yard sales, Goodwill. Yeah. Like, it was hard. I didn't grow up on that side where I had it all. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't where I grew up from the mud, but I ate.
Yeah.
I had food in my stomach. You know what I'm saying? And then once I started understanding who I was, the clothes didn't make me.
Yeah.
The jewelry didn't make me. Like, I might put on your chain right now. I might be like, it don't look right. And I put on my dog tag, and I go around here, be like, yeah, I'm finna perform. It's finna go up.
Feels like you.
It feels like me.
It feels authentic.
It feels very authentic.
Yeah. You said growing up in a single parent household and all that. What age were you? Were you encouraged creatively and musically as a kid?
No, I mean, I think I was always. I love to draw. I always drew. At 5th grade, Atlanta Constitution, you can look it up. I drew a picture. It was of my grandma. she had passed, and I drew a picture of her, and it went national. I was in the 5th grade.
That's awesome.
And it went like real big. My coach was very proud of me. They talked about it for a long time, you know, and there was. I really understand. I used to beat on the pots, and cause I love sounds. I love music. I love music. I just love the sounds.
I read that on your website. There was an interview that you did on another podcast. You talked about when you were a kid playing with the pots. I used to do the same thing.
Yeah.
And I grew up pretty poor myself.
For sure.
But I was in the country instead
sure.
of the city. But I would do the same thing. But I thought that was cool. Like
that was our joy.
Yeah, creative at a young age.
Yes.
I'm glad you guys were allowed to do that, because all I was allowed to do was eat out of them. I wasn't allowed to play. I wasn't allowed to play with them.
I'd set them out on the floor.
Yeah. As a military dad, what are you doing?
No, for sure. Yeah, for sure. But I'm thankful for it all.
Hey, there you go.
Because we look at us now.
That's right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I would never think like. My mama always told me, stop complaining and live.
Yeah.
I never understood that till like now. Like, oh, you thought I wasn't gonna get grown? Yeah, I see guys that's older than me. Like, yo, oh, okay.
Yeah.
But hey, how you doing? Peace and blessings.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, clear.
I always enjoy talking to high level artists because it's interesting to see where you get your inspiration and your ideas.
Mm-hmm.
And I watched one of your videos about it was like the Purge, pretty intense video.
Yeah.
But I like intense art like that because it's a lot of people dismiss it because it makes them feel uncomfortable because it's not comfortable to watch that kind of artwork.
Most definitely.
But it's also important, I think, to know where that inspiration comes from because that's like when I see art like that, it's inspired from the dark parts of society, like the difficulties in society that people like to kind of brush over and they don't like to pay attention to. But it's really it illuminates areas of society that we need to fix collectively.
Yes.
that haven't been fixed, that are just sort of left at their own demise, I guess.
Damn.
And so I wanted you to talk about that a little bit.
See,
that video.
I want people. Thank you, bro.
Man.
That. Like, come on, man. Let me know that I ain't sitting right here every night thinking about this shit in my head. Excuse me. Thinking about.
Are you good?
Okay,
Yeah.
thinking about it in my head, and I go present it to a video director, and it come alive. Like everybody, oh man, bro, you gonna put blood on? You gonna act like you fake died? Fool, I ain't dying for real, bro. Like, all right, don't worry about it. And then sometimes you can't even, tell, but it came out like that's a big song in Russia. I do my homework, you know what I'm saying, before I even do songs. And I even like, I go on different genre of music, bro, and listen. Rock, pop, jazz, all genre of music, gospel, all of it, because all of it have a story.
That's the good thing about real artists is you can see it in your any type of an artist that's just an artist. They're always mixing different elements into their artwork or different mediums. Like because that video looks like it almost reminds me of like a metal video, and it's like a horror film, but it's really good.
I want to keep going that way too, bro.
Yeah,
thank you.
It's cool.
Yeah,
I appreciate that, bro. Because that's. Now I'm gonna go back and watch it and
there you go.
Hell yeah.
and see what I didn't see in it, because it's like if you watch from the beginning of it, from the end, like, whenever y'all see this podcast drop, like, go watch The Purge.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we'll put a link.
We'll put a link in there for sure.
Thank you.
So when you have a concept for a song or a video like that, how close did that video actually touch on to the idea that you had in your head before you started making it?
Look what we going into. Look what's going on.
Yeah.
I'm just mixing their world, my world, and like in a minute, it's like almost. It's, Coach told me I don't even want to go that deep, but I'm aware of what the world could be, and what it's going to be, and what we're going into.
When you talk about what the world could be, what are your thoughts on that? What do
Mind
you
your
think?
business. It can be safe, but it can get violent.
Yeah.
Knock on the wrong door. It's not literally a door, but you at the wrong place at the wrong time. If you look at that video, somebody like was at the wrong place in the wrong time. It could be me. I'm thinking that the family love me here or whatever. Then all of a sudden, I get set up in the house. My arm get cut off. They eat my arm. Like, man, they got to go watch it. Like,
Yeah.
It's a wonderful, like, because I want them to understand, like, because I don't look at movies like as they're movie. I look for the answer in the movie, like.
Yeah.
And people might say, well, bro, you be tripping. But I'm like, nah.
You're looking for the message?
I'm looking for a message.
Yeah. And sometimes as an artist, you don't even really, sometimes your ideas or your inspirations, when you create something, it comes out as, it's just a collective of ideas, and so sometimes, it may mean, it always means more than just what you intended to mean, I'm sure,
Right. It's just, it's not too deep. It's just, I want the world to just know, like, be who you are. And if you don't supposed to be in a certain neighborhood, in a certain place, like, create your own wave, create your own place, like create your own thinking, create your own home, create your own platform. We in a nice one. Nobody, y'all own it.
Yeah, and also before people criticize your video, because they will,
they do it.
It's intense.
Yes.
But before people criticize that type of artwork, they should think about what makes them uncomfortable about it, and that's the point. That if you don't like that type of artwork, then help create a society where that's not an issue. Where that's not a thing.
I'm sorry. I'm giving to what y'all see, what y'all afraid to, accept or see. Like, I'm so thankful that I'm not the comment section guy. I don't live in the comments.
Well, if you don't got haters, you're not doing something right anyway.
What?
Honestly.
What?
Yeah.
Bumblebee me, baby. I know I only gotta do nothing but take a Benadryl, man. Shit gone like 10 minutes, man. Sting it. Whatever you gonna do.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm in the truck, coach. I ain't worried.
Yeah.
Playing Jesus. I'm playing some music.
Nah, but I think that's the other thing is sometimes it takes some type of awakening before you figure out you're just gonna be you. I was talking about, hey, I don't care about how I dress. I dress how I want to dress.
Mm-hmm.
And when you own the buildings we go to, there's a dress code.
Facts.
It don't apply to me because I wear what the fuck I want.
I'm the building. I'm the building.
But same thing with you. Like you get to a point where you're confident enough in yourself that your comfort and you being sincere with yourself starts to shine through to everybody else. Okay. And when I watch, what's funny to me is you have a message you were trying to deliver. But we all grew up. Some of us grew up same but different, right?
Correct.
Obviously.
Correct.
But I grew up with my own demons and my mom hates when I say it, but we grew up poor, right?
Mm-hmm.
When I watch, I may relate to what you're saying in a different way, but it's still I'm interpreting it the same but different, right? Like it affects my life, and maybe I look at specific memories I have or specific things that I've seen, and I go, okay, and I see how that applies. So everybody that's watching is getting that, and it does make people uncomfortable because sometimes people just want to ignore the things that make them uncomfortable, right? Yeah. They put up a wall.
Facts.
Yep.
Right. And then they when you come at somebody and it challenges them, they get defensive.
But if you're open, it'll resonate with you.
Yeah.
Accountability.
Yeah. Definitely.
You feel me? But I feel like soon, wait a minute, bro, you're going to have to, or you're going to fall on the wayside. I mean, how long do you want to live where things going your way? It ain't always my fault.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah.
I lay my, man, bro, when you go into a room, you go see a bed. Y'all both might lay on the same bed. We might share the pillow, but mainly my head is on this pillow. Your head is on this pillow. You gonna close your eyes and dream how you gonna dream? I'm gonna close my eyes and dream how I dream. We're gonna wake up. I might tell you about my dream. You might wake up and say, I ain't have a dream. What I'm saying is we got two different lives. I come in this world by myself. I met you. I'm going to leave by myself. I go to sleep by myself. I have interpretations. I have thoughts. I have discernment. All that be for me. Now, me giving it back out, that's the problem. That's what I'm able to always do because it's not for me to keep it.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like it's for you and everybody else because we all share different dreams and aspects of life.
Yeah.
And for me to keep it in is like, oh man, I'm not doing, and I don't want to get too spiritual, but I feel like as a human being, our gifts are here to give each other.
Yeah, for sure.
Enrich other people's lives.
Well,
sure.
I always say that my ideas are not my own,
Yes.
but all of our ideas are ours.
Yes, and
Yeah.
I'm supposed to share with you,
Yeah.
and you sharing with me, iron sharpen iron. Whatever you get from it, give it to me. I'm not afraid to take what you can be saying. I don't really feel your big bag of jeans. I'm gonna say, well, bro, tight jeans bother me all day long, so I'm chilling. You know what I'm saying?
You're not getting on the skinny pants revolution?
Nah, I am, but not right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool with the bugle boy look, and
Yeah.
be comfortable, man. It's that time, it's that season where it's like, you know what I'm saying? If you want to win, you got to be yourself, bro. You got to be accountability. You got to go back, find yourself. You know what I'm saying? Forgive yourself, and understand, like, bro, you know, we go from kids to an adults, and and it's okay to fuck up. It's okay to lose. It's okay to gain. So just live like throughout your life.
When did you learn? When did you come to the point of being able to forgive yourself? Because it's an interesting thing you just said.
Yeah.
I think that's a thing most people struggle with. It's a thing I've struggled with in my life. I think it's the most difficult thing I've ever done. Is like really learn how to forgive myself. Is that a thing you learn naturally on your own? Did you find that somewhere?
Yeah, because I got tired of accusing people, and I accused the wrong people, and I won't necessarily say I don't like rubbing people the wrong way, and maybe this calls from having like I don't know what it feels like to have a 100% father figure, but I know like my mom taught me how to be a young man, and she have other kids, so she couldn't pertain to me a lot. So I had my he's like my kind of like my stepbrother. He was always older than us, granddaddy, Southside, and he was there to mentally help me understand who I am as a young man to a man. And every time he might stop talking to me because I might not be getting it, and he's older than me, so it's like it frustrates him to not because now I'm older, so my son, I'd be like, hey, come back to me, bro, in 10 minutes, because you frustrate me right now. Come
That's
back.
good.
I love you. Just come back though. I'm just frustrated, son. And come back to me.
Yep.
And now I have the understanding to slowly be like, all right, Mike, listen. Do you know what accountability is? Once he brought accountability all to me, bro, I felt like I had to go back to certain people that still had that love for me and that open heart for me, and I had to understand what I was praying so I can have a forgiving heart, so I can go to them. So understand, if they don't have the forgiving heart to forgive me at the time, it might be a wrong time. That's how I started learning with timing, when to go to talk to people, because I'm not you, and what I let go fast enough, you might hold.
Yeah.
So if we don't get it right then, at least I came and crossed your desk. So now it's on you.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna hold on to that. I'm gonna go to the next. All right, then
It's good.
Mykko, I love you. You've been working real hard. I'm proud of you. But such and such, you did this. You put this on you. I had to go through things,
That's big, man.
You
It
feel
is.
me?
Yes.
That's
It's
big
effective.
work right there.
Thank you. Like
Yeah.
I was upset with my father. It wasn't his fault. Upset with my mom. Wasn't her. Certain things that that I let the outside tell me, like, yeah, because I'm around my friends. Yeah, my mama, daddy. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing now. You know what I'm saying? You around your homeboys, like, yeah, man, 'cause my dad ain't, But that wasn't,
Doesn't fix anything.
It don't fix a damn thing,
Yeah.
because all the crying, all the madness, all the getting kicked out of school, all that, like, that ain't cool. Like,
Yeah.
that, because I did not know that like I said, I did not know that I would be living to have a child, to be able to know, like, hey, man, my son kind of, sort of going through the same where he don't have, so it's like 2-parent households in the same one. So it's like, well, dang, okay. So I have to grow to understand, to forgive myself, to forgive my dad, to be like, boy, you in a position now, you a father.
Yeah.
And once I got that, that's when I said, okay, cool. when y'all book my shows, when y'all do this and do this, please put him involved. I can't see him as much as kicking it with him, but he's played sports. He does this. He got graduations. I need to be present. So don't book nothing around this day. And that's how I started knowing, like, okay, Mike, ain't no more petty parties. You got a son, boy.
Yeah.
How old's your son?
My son, 12. Just had a birthday.
Yeah.
We both just had birthdays.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
are you different when you're booking and you're being mindful of all that? You know, making sure that you're spending time.
Mm-hmm.
Were you like that 10 years ago when you started?
Nope.
Yeah, it's different, right? Yeah.
I learned that dish, like, bro, man, from 2018, man, to 2022, bro. That's 2018, 19, 20, 21, 22. What's that, 4 years?
4 years, yeah. 4 or 5 years, yeah.
If you see every picture I ever take, I always throw it to 4. My birthday is 11/4. Everything, I don't know what it is, but 4 is my favorite number, bro. And though between that day from 8 to 22, bro, has been the most challenging, forgiving, repairing, adulting, understanding, accountability, trusting, learning. I can keep going. Like, you know.
Sounds like you're doing a lot of growth in the last 4 years.
Yes.
And, you know, that's something you've been talking about here recently too, man. You know, hitting these growth spurts as an adult with your family and spending time and prioritizing shit like that.
No, I mean, see, we're on different journeys, but we're on the same journey.
Most definitely.
Isn't that crazy?
That's why me and your brother.
Yeah.
But when I instantly like, man, give me a hug, bro.
Yeah.
Kind of got I did get teary eyed back there. I'm very, I don't give a damn because I'm still a man. Like, and I'm passionate about my people, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't see color, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
I think it's great that you can, you know, you had a tough childhood, but we talk about stopping the cycle.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I have a 6-year-old daughter, and my parents were together, but we had a very dysfunctional family, and we were poor, and that causes a lot of issues, you know, in itself. And you know, controlling aggression and temperament and stuff like that with your kid, and making sure that their life is better than yours was.
Yes, sir.
So it's and I know Daniel does the same thing. I'm an old dad, so it helped me. I got started late, but it's great that you've had those experiences and you have the introspection to be aware and self-aware of those behaviors that we learn as children and from pain and suffering, and then not to pass that on to your own kid. And it is tough, but it's so important. And you know, a lot of people are just constantly projecting their shit on everybody else because they won't deal with it. You know, they don't want to go inward and do the work.
That's cap.
Yeah.
Shit, that make you that's like suppressing your feelings. I'm not that guy, bro.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna call one of y'all phones. I'm gonna let you know. Like, hey, man, even if I'm just calling shooting, I need to get whatever I need to
Absolutely.
I need to get it off.
It's good.
It ain't negative. It's just
Yeah.
hey, bro, I just seen this cold ass Corvette. Like, I'm just, you know, like, bro, I remember when I was little, I collect nothing but Hot Wheel cars. I missed my childhood because I was so busy trying to help my mom, and you know what I'm saying? First thing I did, I ain't gonna take no picture, grab no light. What I do, I grabbed a yo-yo. Because certain things in my life helped me, bro.
Yeah.
Like, and it could be anything like, mama, give me a yo-yo. Just keep me focused. Just keep me out my hands, out my face, mama. I know what I like. I might know, I'm just now as an adult, I just got a PS5.
Oh yeah.
So I wasn't in the house all the time because I had to watch my sisters. I had to be their security guard. Hey man, y'all walk in front of me.
Had to grow up fast.
Yeah, I had to grow up fast.
Yeah. What was your childhood like?
It was more like a young guy growing up trying to find happiness within his home. But most importantly, I had a great life, great childhood.
Okay.
I wouldn't, if God forbid, if he was to come right now and say, Mike, I'm coming to get you, I'd be like, at least I taught my son about accountability. At least everything that I learned, I was able to get it off. And I just be like, damn, I wanted to crank my music up one time. No, yeah, let these folks know I was a guy before you came in. You know what I'm saying? But I'd be like, most importantly, I was able to teach. And that's what my childhood was on. Like, we was in the living room, everybody read out loud. So just in case somebody was able to be, because we were working to be somebody one day.
Yeah. We're
not gonna stick on ramen noodles and hot dogs. Like,
right.
We had steak. I knew what Longhorn was. Like, that's because somebody was doing good in the home. So if all of us slamming and we got Mama Crump, she good. She ain't screaming and yelling for the week. Yeah, man. Pizza on Thursday. Elizabeth, I'm reading first. I'm getting mine out first. I'm finna eat my pizza. I'm getting mine first. Because back then the school was active. Like, if you was in school, I was active in the school. My mom was active in the school.
That's good.
Like, libraries, cards. Like, I remember the teacher, Miss Singleton. Like, I remember the ladies who checked us in. Like, I was in the library. Maybe I'm hard with, like, I'm very, like, I gotta see it for me.
Oh, yeah.
Task. Like, I got hands on. Like, reading it to me, I'm like, next book. Like, what you learn in that book? The dinosaur was extinct. I could tell you what I could tell you about it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not. It didn't sink in and become interesting because my real life was reading to my sister. Then my sister read back to me. It was words I couldn't understand. I was like, "How you spell this?" No. It's all of us. I'm at work. We go to no daycare and come out of school. So we had. Cause this is how you get your snacks. This is how you get your juice. This is how you get your shoe. We already got that. We already know you got to have that. But like how to get the extras, like so you can go outside, eat your Domino pizza. And I'm like, yeah, I got a big Sprite in the crib. Like I was having to write words out, write the definition out. When we come home, she be like, she might say hippopotamus, or she might say red. Or whatever or word they might throw out that we've been studying on the kitchen on the thing, right? We ain't have the little blocks where you spell your words out. She used to have write the words out.
Yeah,
and if you know the word, study the word. Like you have a word for the day, like room. What room mean? How you spell it? Spell it back. Like that's your word. That's what you study, and that's how that made me want to go study more. Like so, then I pick up a book, then I pick up a magazine, then the computers came, and then like. Everything else came to. So then that's how I started understanding. Like, Mama, you can't tell it to me. I have to see it, read it, understand it, and then I come back. See, I had to understand myself and know how I could process it. Like my sisters can easily say, "Well, lights," and you know how they go. Girls, they off the hinge. I'm probably got a yo-yo in my hand. Or I'm probably in the back room. I'm probably not paying attention. I'm a boy. I want to go outside.
Want some energy. Yeah.
Y'all want some energy. Yeah, Mama. I ain't trying to do this. I did this from 7 a.m. to 3:20, Mama. All day long. And I gave me PE. So, and I come home and I do this, but now I need it to this day. And I'm thankful for that. That's why I always speak highly of my mom and speak highly of my sister, because they had one brother. Besides the other brother, they had one brother that they was hands-on with all the time. And I felt like I speak about them a lot, but I feel like they helped me because I'm able to be in rooms where like it's kind of hard to see artists that don't know how to read, don't know how to write, don't know how to talk, don't know how to do a lot of things. And no disrespect to no human being, because an artist is just your title name. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just who you are. I'm talking about like as you are as a person. You know what I'm saying? That builds your character. Like, can you understand life? If you don't have a lot of work today, would you sit down and just be like, okay, I'm thankful for the work I have been doing. Let me see if I can recreate another lane to create, more things coming instead of just sticking on one lane. Like I had to really like find like what's for me.
Yeah. Not
what my sister and them doing and what they like. And I'm like, oh Mama, I like that. And get into that, but I don't like that. So then when my mom thinking everybody in the home love it, and I get that and I don't like it. Well, Mike, I asked you, what did you want? I asked you to be true, but you, yeah, Mom, whatever my sister want. Like, nah. So now to this day, I can be able to say, as an artist, as a young man, as an individual, as a brother, as a friend, as me, Michael, I can tell you what I want. As an artist, I can look in your face. I can say, like, nah, I don't like that song. I don't want to do the feature. Why? It's personal.
Just know what works for you.
I know what works for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good. It's great that you were able to stay so optimistic too, because I know it's tough growing up in poverty, growing up poor.
Yes, sir.
And I've always been optimistic as well, and maybe irrationally optimistic, but and Daniel has too. But you know, like my sister is the opposite.
Sometimes it's a curse. I'm just put that out there. It's a good curse, but it's like
It's weird, right?
yeah, it is.
Yeah, I don't quite understand it, but I'm happy for you.
Like, but girls will go in the woods with the lions, tigers, and bears. I'm like, boy, it's a lion. You gotta, oh no, y'all might need to help the bear. I'm ready though. You know what I'm saying? Women are going there and be ready to tackle it. Like,
well, lions can make you feel safe, I guess.
okay,
I don't know if you got a lion with you. If I don't know, see this.
women ain't scared of nothing. It seems like.
Well,
I
so I got some.
Hold on.
Men are more civilized today than they were 200 years ago.
humans.
Humans in general.
Humans.
But women aren't scared of anything because most men are not a threat to women today.
Talk to him.
That's true.
Right?
Talk to him.
Yeah. So anyway. I just, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, it's truthful.
I think men, you too, like all of us would lay down our lives to help a woman, to help a child.
Yes,
Honestly, for me, if I see somebody that's being threatened or in a threatening situation and I can help and intervene without putting my family at risk, it doesn't matter if it's a woman or a man, I'm going to do that, right?
Yeah. Yep.
But I think today women have a sense of confidence about them and they can go out and they can do their thing, and they're able to do that because men are no longer a threat.
Punk.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's a good thing. Yeah, it's a good thing. Well, I think if it's not a threat as in willingly not a threat, you know. Yeah.
I mean,
it's like it's a touchy subject. It's like,
it's touchy because they so.
yeah.
There is a thing I don't like
Put
that's where it's like it's bad to be masculine now. I think that's I don't like that. I think it's fine to be. I'm a very masculine guy. You are too. And it's but I think
he's flexing at me while he's saying it. Yeah. I don't know if y'all see that out there in TV land. He threw a double bicep pose on me.
People confuse masculinity with violence or something or aggressiveness, and you can be very masculine and not be aggressive.
Correct.
And there's a level of self-control that I think is important, but it's also important to be masculine because, and maybe in the future, maybe all this stuff is more homogenized. But today, there are a lot of people in this world that would destroy us. But because if we got too weak, if we were too soft,
And that's what he was.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Like if we lose, we never gonna lose masculinity because, like we just like women make the world go round, we do too.
Yep.
Like if it'd be crazy because that means women could have been men.
Yeah. Yes.
It's impossible. It's a balance. Like I feel like us as men, we balance out the women.
Yeah, it's like a yin and yang relationship.
Everything's a balance. I think even with gender, gender itself can be it can be very non-binary maybe or more what's the word? Gender itself can be sort of fluid because it's different in everybody. We all have different levels of masculine and feminine traits, and we know guys that are very feminine. We know women that are very masculine, and that's fine, and that's cool. But if you are, I think whatever your natural inclination is, you should embrace that and make the best of that. But just embrace that and then control yourself, your impulses, and your personality. Make sure that you're using that for the betterment of humanity, not against other people or hurt people.
It'll backfire.
Yeah.
So there's and I don't know how this plays in, but in my head I was thinking, and Rogan said it recently, but something like better to be a warrior in a garden than a gardener in a war.
It's a famous quote by someone,
right? But I can't remember who it's by. But so essentially, I want to be and I feel like I am. I'm the warrior in the garden, right? And and the garden is this life, it's this thing that we live, and I have the ability to be this other person if I have to be. Mm-hmm. But I would rather be that and show self-control, and know myself and know what I'm capable of for good and bad, than I would be the gardener that's unprepared that's in the war, right? And like you're a gentle being, right? Like you're a peaceful creature, right? Mm-hmm. There's a side of you that doesn't have to be. Like if you got pushed to a certain point, you can be the warrior if you need to be. You're choosing a different path, right? That's a conscious decision.
Correct.
And that I respect.
Thank you.
I don't perceive that as weakness or less testosterone, less man. I perceive that actually as a higher form of intelligence, right? So like that for me, when you get two men that or more that feel that way, there's a level of respect that comes from that.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
It's big. It's another kind. It's like pyramid big.
Yeah.
Like we can stay on the pyramid together and don't lose hope.
Yeah.
You
said what?
I was saying there's a few pretty dominant dudes in here right now.
Oh yeah, and dominant
I see.
women. Like,
You give me. I saw some looks over there. They're probably mad at me. No, I just
we got to go home together.
Yeah, I'm not riding with her now.
Coach, Major.
What's the
safe word? What's the safe word? I was supposed to get a safe word before we started.
What's
they don't want you dragging him into trouble.
Yeah. I ask permission. I'm very much like I'm like, all right, don't, because I will get in trouble. I've had by accident. It's never intentional, but that's why I always ask what the rules are. I mean, and I love a grown woman that knows how to say no.
Come on now,
right? And a man too, but
pop it.
Yep.
Yes, sir. That's the truth.
Yep.
That's the truth right there. Like if I could sit right here and tell my woman, hey man, I'm dancing with big booty girls all night.
Yeah.
Man, she either gonna stay in the crib or you coming. Mm-hmm. I ain't say you could come. I'm just saying, like I said, man, when I go to Walmart with you, man, I ain't fucking with you. Shit,
absolutely.
Man, I'm going to go check in my job.
Yep.
If I don't do this, if I just stand there and just, I'm like, man, weird. Don't bring him back.
Yeah.
He acting like he's just scared of women.
No, and you can tell she supports you too.
For sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's important.
Yeah,
that's important.
Very. Yeah. What's out of all the work that artwork that you've created, all the works you've created, what's the most important one to you?
Man, I like 2018, 2020, man. I say that because, and I only say that today because on the way up here, bro, I had to realize how far I came, bro. Like this shit is special, bro. Like,
sure.
To like, when it's hard to get a second go round, bro. Like when you get that girl and you fuck up, man, that sex don't be the same. That shit might be bad. It might not be the same because you done got away from it. You done tempered it.
Mm-hmm.
You done did bad business with it. You done let it get off.
Mm-hmm.
And now, meaning as a person, you done got out so far, you forgot who you was.
Yeah.
You losing character. You got to snatch yourself back. And that's what I'm saying about forgiving yourself. So you got to do that often.
Yeah.
Cause you'll think I'm doing good, I'm doing right, I'm doing right, but then it's like I heard this line. That's when I started listening to music for real. When I heard Lauryn Hill say, "How you gonna win when you ain't right within?"
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that stuck with me. Like that stuck with me, and I heard that around COVID. Like, cause I used to listen to music of the sound.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And when you're becoming an artist, you have to understand like art. Like if I don't understand Picasso, man, this shit just like he just poured paint on the picture, man. What the fuck does this shit mean, man?
Yeah.
But he got a meaning and it's thoughtful. Like, and if you look how much they pay for his paintings.
Yeah.
Look how much they pay for me to come perform.
Right.
That's right.
I'm got art for sale.
Yep.
And it's meaningful. And matter of fact, before I even drop a song, I got a story. And I know it's gonna be presentable to y'all because we come from a different way. But we all in the same walk of life, man.
A lot of similarities, though, yeah.
Yeah, just being honest. And I feel like once we get to that part of all this shit, accountability within life, within people who we work with, shit'll be smoother. Like,
oh, yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Way smoother. Because it's like, man, you understand that's the president. And you understand what the president become like. Don't get into the little small shit. I'm talking about the bigger picture.
Yeah.
It's always a bigger picture. Like, it's always a bigger TV.
I agree. And I'll tell you, so we go back before the election, just to touch on this, and I got somebody asking, they're like, they asked us, they were asking how we're going to do financially if Biden won versus Trump or this or that.
Right.
And I think we said something along the lines of, it doesn't matter who wins.
Right.
Right? Because all I need to know are the rules to the game. And once I know the rules to the game, right, it doesn't matter who's running the game, right? Who's enforcing the rules. What matters is that I know the rules. I know where I can work and how we can work. We can win because
as long as you still participate.
As long as I get to participate,
Yeah.
what it really means is if you got to play by the same rules I do and him, I say put me in the room. Same way you said, put anybody else in the room and let me compete against them.
I'm gonna go in.
You're gonna go in, right?
I'm gonna go.
So I don't care who's president, right? Like it doesn't matter to me, right?
matter.
The people that are gonna win, they just need to know. They need a shot. They need to be in the room, and they know what the rules are.
That's all, bro.
Yep.
Like, and if you want to change anything about it, get started on your life,
That's right.
Yeah, that's it.
and you might can become a senator. You might can become president. You might can be an officer. You might can get started.
Or
Yeah.
have some influence.
Yeah.
Something,
Yeah.
because if you just like that's why people do spring cleaning.
That's right. Yeah.
It's true.
The fuck is you sitting around? You ain't doing shit, man. I had a meeting at 3:30. Yeah, crazy ass time, and y'all know all my workers up. Everybody didn't come to the meeting. Y'all fired. Can't tell me how I run my business, man. I needed y'all here. I want to tell y'all something. Y'all don't know if it was good or bad. I'm asleep, man. I'm tired. But you said you want to be a carpet or whatever you want to be, and I got you know what I'm saying? Till you become that person that can come beside me or bigger than me, right now you work for me. And there's no disrespect how it's going, but you said, I didn't go grab you out your home, bro.
Yep.
It's what you said.
Well, they made a commitment to themselves, which they broke, and then they also made a commitment to you, which they broke.
It's accountability.
Yeah,
like
that's
you
that
said.
accountability thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
And sometimes, if you care about people, you let them. You try to educate them and you try to talk to them and speak to them about accountability.
Mm-hmm.
But then it just becomes a point where you got to move. You move in a different path, and then people will hate you for that.
Yeah.
Because you're going to go out. If you're persistent, no matter what, eventually you're going to end up on top, right?
Yes, sir.
So at some point when you're winning, they're going to hate you even more
Yes, sir.
because they're going to think you wronged them.
Until they start winning.
That's right. Yeah. But the reality is they're just wronging themselves.
Yeah. And I'm so thankful tonight to be around it
Yeah.
because they put a bad seed in my spirit.
Yeah. Negativity spreads.
Yeah, and I got a son. I'm around other people that got kids. Excuse me, and they look up to me. So not look up to me. They look to me for guidance and what they don't know.
Yeah.
Cause I feel like looking up to me is like idol. I'm not none of that.
Yeah, looking for an example.
Yeah, look for an example that I'm willing to. That they're not willing to give.
It's okay for them to look up to you, though.
Okay, well, all right.
Yeah, that's good.
Well, like,
Yeah.
like you had talked about a father figure. Sometimes we find, and I have amazing father, but from what I can see, there are other times in life where I've had people that were fatherly towards me, and that's not a slight to my father because he's been amazing. But you can be that for other people too,
Yes,
and
sir.
you don't have
Yeah.
to be their father to teach that, to help teach them how to be a man, right?
Yes, sir.
Mentors.
Yep, definitely mentors.
Yeah.
And I'm thankful for the play mom dudes. I'm thankful for them. I'm thankful for the dad dudes. I'm thankful for them. I'm thankful for the fake sisters and not the fake sisters, the sisters that's not my blood sisters.
Right, yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? Cause I had to understand, I had to help my mama. Like mama very on me hard. Like and I love that because a lot of my friends don't have that. You know what I'm saying? I see
Yeah.
why they. No, and I'd be like, change your mind, bro. And it's hard for them to change their mind because it's like, bro, when you have a woman in your life, bro, that loves you, not like I'm talking. It could be your cousin, or whoever, bro, and they shows you genuine love.
Yeah.
You gonna always want that feeling. You gonna
Yeah.
always want to give that feeling because giving that feeling how it feel to feel it and how it feel to like give it to people and people like, oh, damn, bro, I don't even know you, but I love you, bro.
Yeah.
Man, have a good day.
Yeah.
I met one person came to Limelight, bro, that I told Coach, I'm like, whose son that was I was talking to? What is Instagram? What is his number? Like, so I can keep up with him. Like, you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
he share his life. Not like we come bud, however it go. If we come friends, however it go. But
Yeah.
I like what you made me feel. Like, you know what I'm saying? Other people might say, man, what the hell he hugging him? Like, bro, I just show genuine.
Well, your shirt says love. There you go.
if Diddy, I'm changing my name to Love with 2 E's. I was gonna do that regardless. You know what I'm saying? Because I am love. I feel like I am. I feel like that's what at the end of the day, bro. That's like we go through times where you're gonna get upset and vibrant, whatever. But at the end of the day, you supposed to end your night with love.
Yeah.
Start your morning with love.
It would be a much better world. Yeah.
Yes, but I'm thankful for the world that I'm in that's surrounded by love.
Yeah, it's good.
We're building our own entity, like.
Right.
And then once we push that to the world, once they see like, wow. But it only takes one person to spark true love, not tainted love, not invisible love where I'm only loving myself and I'm not showing you that I can love others. That's invisible love. Like, boy, you just love you. And that's cool. That's amazing. But people watch you every day. You have a certain amount of followers that follow you, whatever. Like, and I'm not talking about Diddy. I'm just talking about love in itself. Like, what I'm talking about right now as far as like people that's watching you. Like,
yeah.
But like, I want to start back. Lately I've been getting on my live. And I had a problem with numbers. I had a problem with people not commenting. I had people not liking. I was gone. That's the thing. I'm still battling it out because I might upload a nice ass picture. I'm like, man, only 177 people. Delete. And he'll come, or somebody come around me and say, hey man, what happened to that picture? I'm in the barbershop trying to, and they were talking about it, you know, took it down. I'm like, man, that's a strong 177 people. Yeah. That's a lot of biting going on, Mike. I'm like, you got a strong, you don't got fake nothing. Like, you gotta, and I understand because it's like, my people look for purity out of me, bro. Because that's what I've been showing them.
Yeah, vulnerability. Yeah.
Well, you know, 177 people is a strong amount of people. You know what I mean? One person at a time. I had a show not that long ago that I did, and I didn't feel I had a good amount of people come out to the show and check me out, and I didn't enjoy the show. Like I thought I should have done it better. I should have done it differently. I should have done it a million different ways. I talked to an old comic, 20-something years, and I was telling him, I was like, you know, I told him I didn't enjoy it. He said, how did everybody else feel? I said, they really dug it. He said, stop ruining their night. He said, they enjoyed it until you're telling them not to, you know? And so those 177 people, man, fuck yeah, fuck with them. You know what I mean?
So no show, no bad. So when I go to that motherfucker, that's just might say 4 people on my line. I need to start saying, add 4 more.
So I used to do shows, and I still do on occasion, man. A couple people show up, and I see comics go on stage, and they're like, oh, there's only 10 people here, fucking blah, blah, blah. Those are the only 10 motherfuckers in the whole world who did what I asked them to do tonight.
Guess what?
I asked everybody in the world to show up. 10 people did. I love you more.
Right.
I do. Yes, I do. Yeah. And get what? That made me like Coach K. We had a show. My first show, I did a show out here
in Jacksonville?
Thank you. Like,
yeah.
So I'm like, oh, because I like I said, thankful enough that my song is so strong that I could bring out people that don't even know my face, don't know how I look.
Hell yeah.
They just know a song and a memory of where they was when this song was out. Oh, he finna be here.
A thing you made.
A thing I made.
Yeah, that's dope.
Or what I felt that y'all never see me. So when they see me, I instantly like grab attention to them. Like, I'm like, Coach, ain't nobody in here. Like, but it was the people that was in here that was meeting. The more and more that was bringing people to the back to meet me, I got excited.
Yeah.
Cause I feel like they telling me why they here. Like, like sometimes you gotta be careful what you say when you speak. Like, God, I want pure people at my shows. Yeah. People that know me, that gonna take this show that I did, not just take it. I want to go see Mykko. Take the experience, take the time, take the club. I'm talking about everything. So you can be like, man, wherever you finna go next, I'm there. Cause he put on a great show. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Respected them for coming out.
That's all.
Yeah, man. We should probably wrap up, but before we do, you said you just got a PS5. What you playing?
2K23.
All right.
Yeah. 2K23. Tan it up. My
you got a My Player all tatted up?
Yeah. I got a My Career. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can go look me up. Mykko, Mykko, for real. You know what I'm saying? The real Mykko. You know what I'm saying? For real. Yeah.
How can people find you on social media and YouTube and stuff?
Instagram, Mykko Montana. My YouTube, I got that back up. So I'm on YouTube, Mykko TV. On Facebook, Mykko Montana, Mike Graves. My TikTok going back up. Everything that I'm going, it's so I'm so thankful. I mean, I'm finna wrap it up with y'all. But bro, I wasn't in. I had no password login to none of this stuff, bro. My Twitter, my Instagram, my Facebook, my TikTok, everything was somebody else had.
Oh wow.
Bro, when I reached out to these companies, bro, that's how I became like. I took a side of being a rapper and got my business together. Like,
That's good.
When I did that, I'm like, well, yeah, reset your password. Like, I'm talking to talking to these people. I'm like, yeah, we finna throw your blue check back. I'm like, huh? I look up the next day, I'm on Instagram, I say, yeah, blue check. I start posting crazy. I'm on live. Yeah, hello, how you doing? My name is Mykko Montana, man. We know you, bro. So now at that point, I'm starting to understand when people call me Mykko, man, I'm laughing. Why you call me that? You know what I'm saying? Why you pronounce my name like that?
Because they only read it.
Right. Yeah.
I'm not mad at them. I was in the place where I was like, man, I ain't going to do no motherfucking show because the promoter calling me Mykko. Wouldn't go do the show. Like, you know what I'm saying? But now I'm doing all charity events. I'm not giving them too much of my time, but I'm spreading love and I'm doing my job, man. You know what I'm saying? Thankful to be here.
Where can they find your shows?
We about to get ready to have a situation where they're gonna be able to they're gonna have a link where
cool.
Maybe by the time this comes out, we'll have a link.
They'll have a team.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? My team will be able to. They have a link for you. We'll definitely.
Very cool.
We locked in, man. Big things coming, man. This is my Jordan year.
Awesome.
Hey.
Yeah.
Well, Mykko, it's been a pleasure having you in the studio, man. I appreciate it.
I appreciate it.
We got to speak into existence, though.
Yes, sir.
This year is just the catalyst. Hopefully, it's a record year for you next year.
Hell yeah.
Amen.
Everybody in our building, everybody in our group, man. That's one of the measures of my success for me. The way I gauge it is, have I helped you have a record year? And there's a few people left. Eric's due.
I'll take it.
You know, there's a couple, but you want to be a part of people that you help break records with.
That's all, bro.
Yep.
And live.
That's right.
Shit, man. Christmas finna come up.
That's
man,
right.
I wanna
Hey.
get you started. Everybody, like, I'm that.
Enjoy the moment.
Uncle Mike.
Awesome.
Yes, sir.
It's a pleasure, man. It's a pleasure.
Most definitely.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, be sure to like and subscribe. See you next week.
Later, guys.
Bye, guys.
Yeah.